Howdy folks, my name is Dale Huls. I'm running for SREC Committeeman. Can y'all hear me okay? Alright. Many of y'all know me out there. You've seen me on Facebook, social media, etc. Is that better? Okay. But do you really know me? Do you know why I do the things I do? I would venture to say not. So let me take a little bit of time to tell you why I run and who I am. Because it's important for you to know who runs for this position and who gets it and what it is that they're going to do. I've been in the Air Force. I served my country for 4 years and I loved it. I swore the oath and I love swearing the oath. I couldn't wait to come back to NASA and swear that oath again. I've been in Saudi Arabia. I've worked there for 5 years in a country with a theocratic dictatorship. There's no freedom in there. Sects of Muslims can't pray with each other because they're not allowed to. Christians, you can't show your religion in the country for 5 years. And if you're a Jew, forget about it. You shouldn't even be in that country. I've seen how that goes on. I've been in Bosnia. I spent a year there building and running a U.S. base camp in Bosnia during the Clinton administration. When I went over there, I was against it, but it was a job. But when I got over there, I saw the people I worked with. They weren't radicals. They were just people wanting to live in freedom. And they did not have that because somebody else with a gun came and took over and took their lives and took their country. That made a big impression on me. I've walked across Red Square. I've visited the Kremlin. When I was growing up, that was ground zero, folks. I get freedom. I understand that. That makes me who I am. I have been out in the world. I've been to Japan, Canada, Germany, Europe, all over the place. And I've seen different variations. God, I love my country. When this Tea Party movement started, of which I'm a big part of, it wasn't Johnny come lately. It wasn't, hey, this is fun and games, let's go play Patriot for a while. This is who I am. This is my core. I'll never stop. We're going too far down a road. Somebody has to throw the anchor and stop the boat. And it's all hands on deck. And that's why I'm out here. That's why I work all across Texas every day. And I haven't stopped doing things. I go down to the Texas border with Heidi and Mary Huls. And we sit there in the dark, in the brush, looking for criminal trespassers violating our border. Sit there with a gun and a flashlight and a radio and try to report who we see coming across. It's not enough to only be there. The reason I go is not to secure the border. It is not to protect the ranches who are being overrun by these illegal aliens. It is to witness as a Texan what is going on in our state. That's the important thing. So I can come back and I can tell you and other groups what is going on. That is an important thing. That's what I do. I'm a member of the Clear Lake Tea Party. We've done great things in this state. We are known far and wide. We helped, we rented Minute Maid Park once, did a saddle up straw poll. When the RPT would not do a straw poll in 2012, the Tea Parties got together, we worked together. I was on that executive committee that put that together, and we rented Minute Maid Park and we held a statewide straw poll. We've done other things. We've had activists come down to Clear Lake, hundreds of Tea Party folks across Texas, to get together and plot strategies and figure out where we're going with our state. That is what we need to do. So, I am a very big Tea Party activist, but I also cross over into the Republican land. Because you know what? Republican principles and values are the same as the Tea Parties. We just have a different way of going after it. But I decided early on, there's only two parties in America. That's Republicans and those other guys. They're gone. They're lost. There are no conservative Democrats that I can name today that have any influence in their party. However, in the Republicans, there are many. They are a multitude. And they all profess to go with the same principles and values. The question is, can we hold them accountable for that? Part of my reason for running for the SREC is because I want to change their culture a little bit. Now, all the things Cheryl does, we're going to have to do and continue doing that. You know, we're going to have to take the ideas from these fine folks and say, yes, we need to get more transparency to the grassroots. Okay, but just remember, there's grassroots on a golf course, and then there's grassroots on the range. I'm a range type of grassroots. I'm out there in the wild and uncut. That's who we need to go after also, not just in our Republican clubs, not just in our social clubs. We need to reach out to all the folks. Listen, the Tea Party is a major, major driver of the Republican Party today. There is no doubt to that. In fact, it scares many. Well, good. I want to see them scared. I want to see them scared enough to run on their principles and run on their values, because that's what it's all about. To be part of the SREC, I intend to go in there and not only do the transparency things down to the grassroots, but take the grassroots up to the SREC and let them know what's being said on the streets, what is important to them, and what it is we must do. If we're going to take on Battleground Texas and all the progressives out there, we're going to have to show that the Republican Party stands for something. It means something. That means we have to bring a brand of activism to the SREC that's never been seen before. We need to send SREC members to the House and Senate committees and testify and get our plank on the record. We need to go up there and say, we have a plan. We voted on it in our state convention. This is what we stand for, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Republican Chairman. Do you understand what this plank says and what it means? And we need to say that. We need to be, in the SREC, the face of the Republican Party as an activist party, as somebody who'll go out there and stand on our principles and not only show it to the Democrats, not only put it to the independents, but show it to our own party. For many folks, the R is simply something after their name and their title. We want it to be part of their values. So that's what we're going to have to do. So, with that said, I just wanted to give you my feeling of why I want to run for the SREC. I'm not running against anybody here. I'm running for my own vision. I'm running for the activism I can bring to where I hope we can change the culture. If I can't logically persuade them into being more active in this way, I hope by God to shame them. So that's where I'm coming from. It may not be your cup of tea, but it damn sure is mine. Thank you very much.